All right, I'm ready for our high frequency word. The first word we have is all. Spell all, A-L-L. Looking at the picture, I see everyone is participating in picking up the trash. They all pick up the trash. The next word is call. C-A-L-L. When I look at this picture here, I can see that a boy is making a call on his phone. He is dialing the phone to call someone. Who will you call to help? The next word is day, D-A-Y. It is a very nice day, and it's a good day to plant. Next, the word is her, H-E-R. I'm looking at this picture and I see the word her. These are mom's bottles in this bucket and they belong to her. Mom recycles her bottles. Our last word is want, W-A-N-T. In the picture, this girl is helping her grandmother. The girl wants to help Gram use the computer. She says, I want to help my Gram. Okay, our story is Squirrels Help. This is another fantasy story. It can't really happen. I think we have some talking squirrels here. This is written by Sarah Hughes and illustrated. The person who drew the pictures is Ashley Mims. I see 4 of our high frequency words, all, day, want, and her. The squirrels look for nuts to eat. They look all day long. We want a lot of nuts, Mama Squirrel says, but there are no nuts in this tree. Sue looks in her bag. I have just 3 nuts, she says. If I go ahead and talk about the setting, I can see that the setting takes place in a forest. I can also tell that it is fall. The leaves are falling off the trees. There's kind of some red leaves, brownish leaves. In the background, I can see the leaves look a little orange, yellow. So I definitely think it's fall and it is in a forest. I also feel like this for sure proves that it is a fantasy because real squirrels, mama squirrels, she's over here talking, real squirrels, even mama squirrels do not talk. And they do not carry bags. So this is definitely a fantasy story. All right, let's take a look. This page, all the squirrels are looking for nuts to eat. Mama squirrel has no nuts at all. She tells Sue that they need a lot. And Sue only has 3 nuts in her bag. And that is not nearly enough. And I can tell by looking at Sue's face over here that she feels disappointed. I can see in the picture that she feels sad that she doesn't have enough nuts in her bag. Look at my bag, says Tom. It will not shut. Sue looks sad. She wants a lot of nuts too. Can we help Sue? Tom asked Dad. I think we can help, says Dad. Okay, so Sue's friend Tom is happy. Tom has so many nuts that he cannot even close his bag. Look at his bag here. Look at how many nuts are in the tree too. I mean, there's still nuts over here. Tom and his dad, they do agree to help Sue. And I'm just looking at, whoa, and look at Sue's bag. She's still kind of disappointed because there's just hardly any nuts in her bag. And Tom has all of these nuts over here. He has more nuts over there by the tree. On this page 5, Tom, he goes to his father, his dad, and says, can we please help Sue? And of course, I really think that Tom likes Sue. That's his friend, and he wants her to be happy. And I think the character of Tom, he is a kind squirrel. So I've seen Mother Squirrel and Sue and Tom. Even Dad. Tom talks to Dad. So far, we've kind of ran into four characters in this story. Come with me, Sue, says Tom. Now remember these quotation marks on our words. That are those exact words that Tom says. This is a good spot to get nuts. Thank you, says Sue. My bag is full. Oh, finally, Sue gets some nuts. So Tom brings Sue to a place where there are lots of nuts. Sue has no problem filling up her bag. Now that Sue has so many nuts, she's very happy. Look at her face. And she thanks Tom for his help. Of course, I see a lot of nuts over here in the picture. Do you see the nuts? And I see other squirrels in the background, and they're gathering nuts. This little squirrel has a little wheelbarrow full of nuts. Even though the text doesn't say it, the picture doesn't show it either because her bag is closed. I still think Sue gathered nuts to fill her bag because she says thank you. She's smiling. She feels so much better. All right, so I'm using those pictures to help me understand that story. The cold has come. Sue is at Tom's home. I am glad Tom could help me, says Sue. She hangs a note that says, thanks. Okay, so now it is winter. It's cold and the snow covers, look, all the snow on the ground. And Sue is happy that Tom helped her gather nuts for the winter. She leaves a note on the tree for Tom. Here's her note that says, thanks. I can tell that Sue is very grateful. Over here is a high frequency word. It has the suffix S on the end, but it's still the same word, call. It's just happening now, calls. Spring is here. The squirrels come out to play. They look for nuts again. This time, Sue can help. I can help you, calls Sue. Remember, those are her exact words. Come with me. You will have a lot of nuts. All right, so winter is over and now it is spring. All the squirrels are playing outside. They're gathering nuts again. And Sue knows where to find lots of nuts. So she takes her friends to the place that Tom showed her. And she can help her friends just like Tom helped her. Oh, so sweet of her to be kind to others the way Tom was kind to her. Okay, so we did talk about our characters. We have our mama squirrel, Sue, Tom, Dad, and the other squirrels. The plot described in the story, Sue had a problem. She only had 3 nuts in her bag, and she was so disappointed. Remember, we saw the sad face. She was at a tree with no nuts. But Tom comes and his bag is full, so full it wouldn't even close. And he showed Sue a good spot to go and find nuts. And so at the end, Sue took what she learned from Tom and she helped the other squirrels. Oh, this is such a sweet story. It makes my heart so happy. I hope that you guys are kind like Tom, and when somebody's kind to you, I hope that you're like Sue and you take it and you're kind to others. That's just what it's all about. I have an idea. I think honestly, you should pretend you're a squirrel, and we're going to pretend that winter's coming and you need to get all the nuts you need for winter. How Let me ask you, how would you help your squirrel pals? I tell you what, I would love for you to draw me a picture to show what you would do. And maybe even write a few words about it. Tell me what you would do in the picture. Send me your picture on Class Dojo. I will post these pictures. Oh my gosh, just like we did the snowman. Yes, do this for me. So you're the squirrel and winter's coming and you're going to get nuts for the winter to eat because squirrels hibernate, and you're going to help squirrel friends. So draw your pictures, write some sentences about your story, send them to me. I cannot wait to see them. Oh, and don't forget the AR test.